Hey everybody, quick video today. I've got this image that's been driving me crazy and I think I finally figured the edit out. I actually made a print of it over my head there for my new studio room because I like it so much, but even that print isn't quite where I wanted it. I've probably edited this photo 30 different ways over a couple weeks, and I think the day I finally nailed it, one of my hardest edits ever, was actually really simple. So I thought I'd dive into it, take you guys along, and show you how sometimes in editing, a lighter hand with less edits is really just the trick you need. So here we go. Here's the image. It's not perfect, but I really like it just for the fact that it's so intriguing. We've got snow in the mountain peaks, fall colors in the foreground, and just the ambience of all that fog. And it's been driving me crazy. All right, so what did I end up doing? We're in the develop module of Lightroom, and I'll just take you guys along real quick. So I find everything in this part of the image, in my opinion, is perfect. It's right where I want it to be. And then everything in this part of the image is not. And this is where the trouble's been. I'll delete that mask. And I've tried everything. I mean, in the basic sliders, I can bring my shadows up. And that kind of works. Add some contrast. And that looks pretty good, but I'm still down here in the bottom left corner. I think it brought the trees in as too much of a distraction. And it's still just a little too flat in the main foreground of the image. So even though I like that, I tried cropping it. Get rid of the distraction. Do a 16:9. I got rid of the trees, but I don't like the crop factor of the focal. I don't like that wide image on it. I feel like it took away from something. So let's get rid of the crop. And what else did I try? Let's see. I came over here. Tried adding a brush. Can bring it in here and paint the trees. Try lifting the exposure that way. But you have to really get meticulous with this brush. You end up crushing those oranges. It kind of seemed like no matter how many times I tried to go over and over, I'd still peek back in and find some crushed oranges somewhere, like right there. It wasn't working, it wasn't looking good. So let's reset that. Try dropping in a linear gradient. And that just quite doesn't work as well. No matter how I drag it out, I'm still bringing too much attention to the distraction I want down here. The sliders, I mean, I could bump the shadows, bump the whites, bump the contrast. Let's not even pay attention up here right now. I'm just trying to get the look I want in this foreground. And while that looks good, there's no separation between what I want to distract from and what I want to highlight. Went around and around with this. What else did I try? Tried coming down to my sliders, busting the luminance on the orange up. Taking the saturation up. Oh, too much. That looks a little better, but it's still not where I want it. So I tried lots of other things too. I mean, this photo's been driving me crazy, but I think I finally nailed it. I want to show you guys how easy it was to mask. I'm going to take a radial gradient, drag it out real long and narrow, rotate it, up here feathered 100%, make it a little narrower. Alright, bring up my exposure, bring up my contrast, bring up my whites, and I like that. It looks like we got the sun peeking through right onto the trees that I want to highlight here. And I haven't brought much attention down here to these distractions of these pine trees that just aren't fully in frame. You just see the tops of them. I find it kind of distracting in an image. So we'll take that another step further and drop a linear gradient down here. Take the exposure down just a little bit. Lift my black so I'm not clipping them. There we go. I'm happy with that. That's been my best edit yet after spending hours on this thing. I haven't crushed any of the oranges. I got nice separation, some interesting lighting. Toned down the distractions, which are really to me, the only negative part of this image. And here we have before and after. 2 mask, got her done, quick, didn't even touch the background of the image, and I'm just really happy with that. Honestly, I wish that's what was hanging on my wall, but I probably won't pay to have another print done. Just wanted some decor for my room for these videos. Alright, that's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and stay tuned for more.